What's up guys? So the audio in this clip was pretty useless because of the wind noise, rip, but today I'm going to see what it's like to buy all your PC parts in store at a local Best Buy. They do carry a wider selection of components on their website, but I'm more curious about the brick and mortar experience for someone trying to build a PC at one of these stores. So once we're inside, I'll mainly be looking at selection and prices to figure out what kind of rig we can put together. Here we go. Okay, first thing we're scoping out here is CPUs, and this is, as far as I can tell, the only CPU options that they have here in the store. You can see we have two Ryzen options, Ryzen 5 2600 right here for $199 and a Ryzen 7 2700X for $329. We just looked up prices comparing the two, and these are actually both fairly overpriced compared to what you could find them on Newegg and Amazon for. You can find the 2600 for about $150 right now on either of those sites, and we were looking at around $279, $289 for the 2700X. So Ryzen doesn't seem to be a great option here if we're buying in store. The story's a little bit different here on the Intel side. So we've got a 9400 Core i5 for $215. This is sort of the exception here. We actually found it cheaper by about $15, $20 on Amazon and Newegg. However, these two products are on sale. We've got an 8700 Core i7. This is locked, however, it's not the K SKU. That was going for $279, and that was the same price that we could find it for on both of those sites. So very competitive there. And finally, even topping that deal, we have the i5 9600K, which is $219.99. That's $10 to $15 cheaper than we could find it on either Amazon or Newegg at the time of filming. This is also on sale as well, so bear that in mind. It was previously $279, which would be a terrible value in comparison, but at $219, this is actually cheaper than buying it online. Plus, you don't have to deal with any shipping costs, etc. So at this point, guys, I'm just gonna follow the prices, and whatever prices make the most sense to buy in store, those are the parts I'm gonna reach for. So consider Intel our platform of choice for today's build. So if you thought their in-store CPU options were limited, then their motherboard options seem pretty slim too. They actually only have 4 different motherboard models here, it seems. One's B450, so that's AMD. We've got a Crosshair 7, so that's X470. We can't use either of those options. We do have an ROG Strix Z390E Gaming, which would support our 9600K. That comes in at $249.99, which is about $15 to $20 more expensive at the time of filming. We also have an MSI MPG Z390 Gaming Plus, which is selling for $129.99. That's the same price that I found it for on Newegg, and about $20 cheaper than on Amazon. So we're gonna snag this guy. I also did just inquire about price matching. They said that they would do it. However, if they're gonna price match from Amazon, it has to be from Amazon as the seller. It can't, for example, be from MSI. That does limit us in our price matching abilities, but this board is looking pretty good, so it's going in the cart. So the first graphics card here is the RX 580. This is a XFX Black Edition. It's on sale for $199. It was $260, so that's a pretty fat discount, but let's see how it compares. So that's $189, so Amazon's got it $10 cheaper. Newegg has it for actually a bit more expensive, $5 more. Here we've got another XFX card, but this is the RX 590 Fat Boy. It's on sale for $249. Oh wow, yeah, it's $30 cheaper on Amazon.
It's $40 cheaper, Kyle. Do you not know how to do math?
Oh, sorry, I'm bad at math. Yeah, and it's still $30 cheaper on Newegg. Holy moly. Ooh, okay, I'm really curious about 1660 Ti. So this is just an EVGA. Oh, duh, it says it right here. I should just read the stupid label. XC Ultra.
I want you to guess how much it is on Amazon. $229.
$229? Oh, is that the same one though? I'm still eyeing the RX 580 right now. For the prices, I'm still...
Wait a minute.
What?
But they could price match. It says ships from and sold by Amazon.com.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
We might be able to get a price match on this. Okay, I'm putting this in the cart and we'll see what happens. Memory options are a bit underwhelming, as one might expect, but they do have some reliable kits from Corsair here. We've got the Vengeance Pro series, and then the more cost-effective Vengeance LPX at $2,400 and $3,000. We looked at pricing. It's actually $5 cheaper here than it is on Amazon for this particular kit that's going for $69.99. I think it was $2 cheaper on Newegg actually. And then over here, same sort of deal, $5 cheaper here than on Amazon and $2 or $3 cheaper on Newegg. So we're just gonna go with a simple 16 gigabyte 3000 megahertz kit, especially because it's the same price as the 2400 kit there. All right, so for the SSDs, we were actually looking at the 970 Evo Pluses because they're M.2, they're fast, they're very reliable. The 500 gig is $119, which is the exact same price Amazon has for it. Newegg's like $2 cheaper. So we're actually gonna go with that one. I'm not gonna gonna get a mechanical drive here. We're just gonna go with the 500 gig M.2. Just for reference though, we did look up the prices for this guy, the 1 terabyte 3D from SanDisk, and it's about $10 cheaper on Amazon. I think Newegg was about the same. By far the worst deal that we saw here was the SN750 from WD. It's actually about $20, $30 cheaper on the e-tailer sites. But again, if you can price match, not a bad deal. Moving our way to power supplies here, we've got a couple options from EVGA. A lot of them are a bit more than what we need them for, but we also have some respectable options in the 650 to 750 range. We just looked at pricing for the CX650M, which they have it here for, again, on sale, $79.99 for a 650 semi-modular unit, 80 plus bronze. On Newegg, it's for $5 more. Amazon, it's same price. Just looked up the pricing for the 700BR, which they have here for $59.99. It is actually more expensive on both Newegg and Amazon by about $5. So
$8 on.
It's $8 more expensive on Amazon.
Or $9.
So it seems like power supplies here are actually really competitive compared to some of the other components that we've seen. Not that they've all been bad. Personally, I think this is a solid option, so we're gonna go with this. All right, taking a look at the coolers here. We've got a Corsair H60. This is actually the older version, not the one with like LED lighting and stuff. You can tell by the water block. It's on sale for $60, and that is actually much cheaper than the $73 that Amazon had it priced at, and the $110 that it's on Newegg for right now. Logistically though, this might not be enough to cut it for our 9600K, especially if we're gonna overclock, and that thing can potentially hit 5 gigahertz, and it does get pretty warm under load. So we looked at the pricing for the H100i Pro RGB as well, 240 millimeter radiator, going for $139.99. Very competitive. All the pricing across 3 platforms is about a $1 to $3 difference, so not much change there. We're gonna go with this one. Oh, that's a big box. Thank you, honey. That's a big boy. Okay, so we just met a fan. Actually, really cool kid over there. Hey, kid.
Yep.
What was your name again?
Jason.
Do you mind being in the video?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Hey, Jason. Thanks for saying hi earlier.
Yeah.
What card are you thinking about buying right now?
I'm trying to get the RX 580. I'm trying to find if I can price match it for lower.
Okay, what's your budget right now?
Right now I'm 185.
185? Okay,
Yeah.
that's and what do they have it for right now?
They have it for 199, but on Amazon it's 179.
Okay, so maybe you can price match that.
Yeah.
What would be the card that you would get if you actually had like more budget? Obviously, you're limited by your CPU.
If I had more budget, I'd try to go for the 1660 Ti.
1660 Ti. I think it's the XC Ultra that they have here, right? It's the EVGA.
Yeah, EVGA.
Okay, cool. How much is that one?
319, but if you look
could
on
price
Amazon,
you could price match that
Yeah.
too. It's probably way cheaper.
1660.
If you want, dude, let me tell you what's gonna happen right now.
Oh my
we're gonna buy you the 1660
Are you
Ti
serious?
because that's the card you want.
Are you serious?
And you were such a cool guy, like coming up to us and being an awesome fan. And you seem so passionate about PC building and stuff. So we're just gonna buy that card for you.
Oh my god, thank you, man.
Oh, dude,
Thank
yeah,
you.
no worries, man. Thanks. I know you're gonna use it. I know it's gonna be put to good use. So
Oh my god, thank you so much.
yeah, no worries, man. It's our pleasure. Thanks for watching the channel.
Subscribe to Bitway, please. He's a great channel.
You heard the man. So the kind staff at Best Buy is helping us check out now. They're very nice. The one thing that you might notice we don't have in the cart or in the store at all is computer cases. There's actually no computer cases that are in stock at brick and mortar locations at Best Buy. They do sell chassis on their online store, but unfortunately we don't have a case. So if anyone who can actually make big decisions at Best Buy is watching this, consider selling computer cases so that people who go to your store and want to build a computer from start to finish can actually do so without having to go online. They could just kind of window shop and get everything they need in one spot. Just my 2 cents for what it's worth. But we're gonna go check out, head back home, and put this thing together. All right, we're back home, and here are the parts laid out on the table, except for the case, of course. We'll address that in a moment. But I didn't give you guys the grand total earlier. It came out to, out the door, $1,163.05. Now remember, we did price match some. I was very happy with how they honored the price matching for the 1660 Ti. That definitely saved us more than a few bucks. So apart from that, though, we didn't really need to price match anything else. The rates were already pretty competitive. There was probably 1 or 2 other parts on this list that we could have price matched to save like $1 or 2, but it wasn't really worth it. So that being said, just take a look over here. I actually added up all the parts. I added up what all those parts, part for part, making sure to get the exact SKUs and models correct on both Amazon and Newegg to see what they would come out to compared to the Best Buy total. And for Amazon, we came out to $1,164.57, which is roughly $1.50 more expensive than what we spent at that brick and mortar store just now. Newegg's even worse, $1,212.87. Now, of course, this is all subject to change. All these rates could be different tomorrow, you know, and the ranking of these 3 retailers could change overnight, honestly, because of just how often prices fluctuate, whether you're talking about an e-tailer or a brick and mortar store. But that doesn't change the fact that Best Buy was our winner today. and that's pretty cool. Another thing worth noting is that the Amazon and Newegg prices I just showed you do not include shipping. And that's mainly because for Amazon, I'm a Prime member, so I don't pay for shipping anyway, although that is technically paying for shipping because I pay for Prime membership. Anyway, you get the point there. And then for Newegg, I think they just have free shipping for my area. I'm not exactly sure why. But bear that in mind, is that if you are buying from an e-tailer, you might not have free shipping. That might be an additional cost that you have to factor into your overall budget. Whereas with a physical store, you're pretty much just paying for the gas mileage to and from the store, which is typically going to be less than whatever shipping costs are involved. Now, I feel like overall this video might put to rest a lot of the rumors that Best Buy hardware is super expensive, overpriced, and should be avoided at all costs. And I think that's true in some cases. For example, our 1660 Ti was pretty overpriced in store, but the fact that Best Buy honors price matching kind of makes that argument a moot point and certainly makes buying hardware from Best Buy a bit more appealing. The Achilles heel of buying computer parts at Best Buy isn't the pricing, really. It's the selection. That's really where they fall short, is in variety. Actually, if you think about it, a lack of variety does kind of translate to potentially higher costs, because if you're only given options A, B, and C, there could be cheaper options that still suit your needs, say D through Z, that you just don't have access to. So you're kind of forced at that point into buying pricier hardware to get the same job done, potentially. So you could make that argument as well. Really, at the end of the day, it's a lack of variety that's hurting Best Buy's PC DIY market. If they're really trying to grow that part of their business, getting more parts in the store is the first step in the right direction. Specifically cases. Get at least a few cases in there so people can actually build a full PC and then start filling in the rest. Speaking of cases, we need one of those, don't we? So because I don't want to wait around for Best Buy shipping or anyone's shipping, and because I already have plenty of cases, I'm just gonna choose one of these. What do we got here? Now, we do have the Corsair specs here, but we used one of those recently for the cable management contest. That's out of the question. That's micro ATX. That's too old. That's too small and old. This box is empty, and what is this? Oh, what case is this? Maybe this. Oh, ho ho! P600S Eclipse! Oh yeah, P600S. Yeah, I choose you. I choose you! Wait, and I think I gotta friggin' uninstall all this crap. Oh, it looks so nice. Oh, although I already stripped the CPU. There's no CPU in there, so thing's dead to me. But you know what? I think I'm gonna skip the time-lapse building portion. I'm just gonna directly show you guys the finished product of all the components installed inside the case, because I pretty much said everything I wanted to say about my experience of buying parts at Best Buy. If you guys have anything to contribute or add or comment on, feel free to do so down below. Feel free to toss a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and get subscribed for more tech stuff coming at you really soon. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Now, here's the finished build.